So we're down at the plot and it's looking very wintry and very sad, isn't it, Paul?
It is. It's just been so wet that we haven't been able to get down here and do the grass.
No.
Or time-wise, whenever it's been a fine day like today, there's been other things that I've had to do, other clients I've had to see and things like that, so I just haven't had the time to come down and clear, because as you can see there's a lot of tidying that needs to be done on this plot. Even though we're giving this plot up, we're sharing the produce with our plot holder next door who's taking it on.
And I'm afraid we're also fighting with the planes as well today. We've got constant planes. There's always something, you know, you get a beautiful bright day and think, oh great, we can do some filming, and then the planes are coming across, but hey.
So,
yeah.
Still got perpetual spinach in, not perpetual spinach, chard in this bed.
Which is in shadow, I'm afraid. There's not an awful lot that we can do about that. So we can come in close.
Lovely yellow chard there.
Yellow chard. Where is the yellow chard? I can't see it. Oh yeah, just about see that. Oh yeah, lovely. I can see the bottom of it, the roots. Not the roots,
a tidy.
The base.
I think what we're going to be doing is we're moving plots. I think these here are going to be unscrewed from the beds at either side, and these are the first two beds that we're going to be taking up to our other plot.
Okay.
Somebody's wood chipped the path.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Look at these Brussels sprouts.
Oh, look at the Brussels. Let's zoom in, see if we can get, yeah, we can see them. They're lovely. Well, here's another plane. Sorry folks, but that's the way of things here in West London. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I'm sorry about my shadow, people, but there's nothing I can do about that. Oh yeah. Lots of sprouts. Brilliant. Are we going to be picking some of those
for tomorrow?
For tomorrow?
Yeah.
So we've got a guest coming tomorrow for lunch. Yes. I wonder if you can guess who that guest is. Answers on a postcard.
This is our perennial flower bed.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be sending some of those to the Hamwell Carnival.
Yeah. Difficult to see all of this because it's all in shade, so I do apologise. It's not too bad. What's all of this?
Perpetual spinach.
Oh yeah.
Which just needs a good tidy.
Oh, and I think harvesting some of that today for our lunch tomorrow, Paul, would be nice, wouldn't it? Some steamed spinach.
He's just leaving our carrots in at the moment. I've taken carrot seed from it, but just leaving them there because they look quite nice and architectural.
They do, don't they? They are rather pretty. They're all dried as well, aren't they? Do you think there are creatures that will enjoy eating those?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes you come down. There was a wren on there the other day, but I don't know if they eat them.
Okay.
Been promising to do strawberry autumn prep, and we'll be doing that on these in the coming weeks. Basically tidying the leaves up and taking all the dead leaves off.
Such a pretty colour.
Beautiful colour.
Aren't they? Lovely. Another plane, people, sorry. We do apologise, oh dear. And we still haven't done anything about this.
When you say we, you mean I. But I hope to get onto this next week. So, fingers crossed on that. One sunflower sort of still up.
Mm-hmm.
The other one toppled right over. which actually has bulbed up quite well. Can you see in there?
Just about.
Vicky's had one. Vicky next door's had one, and we're going to take one and make some fennel and carrot soup.
Lovely.
But these beds, if we just...
Yeah, we'll come around the other
Yeah.
other way. Yeah. The other way.
Need a lot of weeding, but actually I think certain things have really benefited from being direct sown. The fennel has, the spinach has, the chard has, the radish has, the kohlrabi has.
Oh look, there's a little bird
Robin
hopping around.
in there.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing more direct sowing in the spring.
What's happened? Oh. The amaranth.
It just got done by the frost.
Oh, really? Oh.
We have some of the leaves frozen in our in the freezer.
So the seeds, bloody planes, piss off. So do you think those seeds will be eaten by anything?
Yeah, I'm going to cut these right to the ground maybe later today, and then we'll just stack them so that they can be eaten over the winter.
And can the seeds be used now for growing?
I mean, some of these will have dropped, so there'll be seed in here next year coming up. It's obviously whether the new plot holder will want it. Look at Mr. Robin there.
I know, I can't really zoom in on him, I don't think.
You're chatting away. He says, no, I'm going.
No.
But under here we have carrots, which actually are bulking up quite nicely in there.
Okay.
So I don't think they've been harmed too much by having the amaranth over the top.
Okay.
And then to the top plot.
Okay, let's walk. Gosh, it's very muddy. All the shoes I've got now are covered in mud. It's been so wet recently. I don't possess a clean pair of shoes anymore. It's ridiculous.
But look at these plots. They're all nicely tucked up for the winter.
Yeah.
Great. And here. And Helen's here.
And this is the new plot, which you're all familiar with now. And because of the weather, we've really not had chance to come down and do anything together.
But I've now sort of formed the plan of what we're going to do. And some of the beds from down below there, we're going to be bringing up here. And they're going to be going this way across the plot.
Right, we can't really see because of my shadow, but...
There?
Yeah, we can see, but... Yeah. You have to sort of get the idea. We're fighting with low sun and plains today. So, not the ideal conditions for filming, but hey.
Right, so this is the plot. We're going to have 2.4 by 1.2 metre beds going that way along. Here we'll have one. Here we're going to do two, so there'll be 4.8 metres. And hopefully we'll be able to get 5, at least 4 if not 5 sets of beds along here with a gap in the middle. And the way we're going to be able to do that is by that patch of ground over there. We're going to place the polytunnel in that area, but instead of it coming out this way, it's actually going to be, the long side is going to be across the edge, and the door of the polytunnel will be facing the shed. And that is going to allow us to have more growing space this way rather than it coming out so far. So that's great. Got a little path here.
Have you got the key to the shed?
Yeah, it's on the pad
Well,
combination.
let's open the shed and show people
Yeah, so
inside.
we've got a little path here which will go up to the shed, and then we're going to have flower border at the side.
My
and
idea.
then fruit at the side there. So this will be flowers, and that's going to be soft fruit.
It's going to have to be caged somehow, because the soft fruit will not survive in this area without it being covered.
We're looking at doing some type of seating area out front.
Yeah, a little decking area or something. So this is the new shed, which is going to be kept minimalist, isn't it, Paul?
That's where it is, but we can actually get into it. Oh, wait a minute, I've changed it, that's why.
And just bear in mind that this is going to look bigger than it is because I'm using a super wide angle lens. So it's not like the palace that you're going to think it looks like. Oh, there's a bead curtain. How 70s. So here we are. This is the new shed. Ooh. I can't even stand up in it. Oh, there's some kind of rugby poster there. I think those things need to be removed. So there we are. That's it. Needs a little bit of work. Something resembling graffiti there on the wall. I think we need to raise the roof.
Oh, maybe that's a job for next year.
Yeah, because, you know, I can't stand up. And the view from the window, look.
Oh, I haven't looked at the window.
The view from the window. A room with a view. So that'll be rather lovely with when there's fruit and flowers and things. Oh, yes, it's rather sweet. Not very big, but rather sweet.
And
enough
dry.
yes, it is dry. Enough to sit in and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, I can see it's not going to be a working shed.
Well, I don't think it should be a working shed. I think it should be a pleasure shed, so to speak. Ooh, some big banging noises going on. Lovely. Great. So that's the new plot, and you're all familiar with that now. Lovely. Look at that lovely view. Lovely wintry view. So, let's try not to... You go on this side, Paul, of me. And, yeah, that's it.
Broad beans.
Are they coming up?
Not a single broad bean
Oh,
showing that I
God.
can see yet.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, it's maybe a bird poo.
Yeah. So these have been in 3 weeks now.
Oh dear. Are they supposed to be up by now?
They've usually been up by now. At the end we've got some lilies. Some lilies in. So if these
doesn't
don't
bode
come
very
up,
well, does
obviously
it?
what we're going to do is re-sow if they don't come up.
Dear. So what about the ones that
The
you
broad
put in,
beans.
the autumn ones?
We've been sort of rather devastated with black spot.
Black spot. Oh,
And the
God.
wet effectively
Oh, it's rotted them.
rotted everything.
Oh no.
We've had a few out which have gone into, we had a stir fry with some of these in.
Oh, there's a pod down there.
There's a couple of pods still, but there's not
Nothing.
what I was hoping. But I think that's down to how much wet there's.
The rain, the terrible weather. Well, those are still doing okay, aren't they?
Yeah, these are Georgia collard greens.
Yeah.
And then the Portuguese cabbage are the tall ones again. And I will definitely, I've said this before, but definitely, they're going to be being grown again.
Okay. I'm just swinging you around.
Still got decent carrots in here.
Yeah.
Slightly
That's
small, but
a yellow carrot.
That's a yellow carrot.
Yeah.
But we've got decent carrots, so we'll be picking some of those. We've got a few reds still in here.
Oh yeah. Lovely.
So, nice decent carrots. Our parsnips
Yeah.
are doing well.
Let me come round that way.
Yeah, some have got big.
Sorry, folks.
If you go down, you can see.
Well, I can't go down any further now. Oh yeah, I think we can just about see that. Yeah.
Decent
Lovely.
parsnips. They've obviously been well frosted.
Have they?
Well, because we've had quite a few frosts.
We've had a couple, haven't we?
3 or 4. Bed needs to be
Cleared.
cleared and covered. Again, leaving this for birds.
The
This
fennel
is fennel
seeds.
in its 3rd year now. It's even a little flower still coming.
Pretty.
Again, covered.
Yeah. Oh. To watch where I'm walking.
These are beetroot that we put in, but there's an awful lot of Nigella coming up, and we're effectively going to be covering all of this bed.
Yeah. Okay. What's this one?
Garlic.
Anything?
Not a single garlic yet that I can see.
Oh, God.
Again, 3 weeks, and nothing coming through the soil as yet.
Oh dear. Oh well.
I do know that the roots are going down because a fox did dig up one.
Right, so they are developing.
They are developing. Again, bed needs to be tidied, but this is our
Cavolo Nero.
spring Cavolo Nero, just needs a real tidy in there. Everything needs a real tidy.
Well, I think there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done.
There is.
But, it's like we've said, it's having the time with other commitments and the weather, having the weather.
And then we're just looking.
What we got coming up.
That needs a bit of water. We've got Arctic King lettuce beginning to germinate.
Yeah.
What's that? Southern Giant. That's a mustard. There's one germinating there, and all year round lettuce germinating. These are white Lisbon onions, spring onions that we sowed, and none of them have come up yet, but we wouldn't expect that to happen. So I'm just going to give these...
That's just water.
Water.
Sorry about the plane.
Give them a little spray. Give them a little spray. So this is Kelly from Kelly's Kitchen Garden. We're following her spring onion and lettuce seed growing. That's what that is.
Spring onion?
Spring onion growing.
I didn't hear you say... Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say spring onion. I thought you said
I said white Lisbon spring onion.
White lesbians.
White lesbians, yes.
Yeah.
And then we have got a few mustards in here. They need a bit of water
Oh, I've
as
got
well.
a creature
Where?
on the camera.
Oh, have you? Oh, on the back of the camera.
Not anymore.
So
Okay.
That's
All right.
it. That's the plot tour for November on the, what is it? 29th
The
of
end
November.
of November. There you go.
We will do a plot tour in December, and by that time we will have some of those beds from the lower plot, which we're giving up on this top plot. We got plenty of cardboard to put down, though we'll need to do some digging of perennial weeds to take them out before we put the cardboard down.
So we've got a friend coming for lunch tomorrow, and we're going to pick a few things to have as steamed accompaniment for some sausage and mash. So let's have a great selection of things, Paul, to go with a lovely medley.
Right.
Because we'll make it like a sort of festive meal,
Right.
almost like a little Christmassy dinner. Really, that would be nice.
Bit of a small one. There's a stubby one.
And some leaves.
This is our Portuguese cabbage. Fabulous leaves, look at those.
Lovely.
And then just taking some of these collards. I'll come back later and give this bed a really good tidy. But yeah, those are our collard greens, which are lovely.
Lovely. So some lovely sprouts. We love sprouts. Gorgeous.
A few more.
Well, they're going to get eaten. Lovely. Lovely. And some of this lovely yellow chard. Beautiful. The stems are just so gorgeous. Lovely. And I think some of the red as well, Paul, don't you think? Yeah, lovely. Super. Lovely. And one vegetable that we know that our guest does enjoy, is fennel. So we're going to take up a fennel.
I take it out.
Will it come? Lovely. Woo! So we're going to slice that up and steam it, Paul?
Yeah. And you can do something with the roots. Can you make fennel root tea?
I don't know.
I think
you can cook them. That looks lovely. Excellent. So we've got a veritable feast of gorgeous seasonal vegetables to go with our meal tomorrow, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
I'm pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, great. Wonderful.
Smells fabulous.
Lovely.
Absolutely fabulous. Yeah.
Great.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right then, guys. Well, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.